Obviously, I hope I'm not saying this too early, and I could well be tempting fate by saying it, but so far, this road, though, the one I was frightened about, hasn't been too bad. Though I do know, of course, the worst bit is after Świebodzin, and I haven't got there yet. But so far, I'm going travelling along a nice 90 kilometers an hour. That's perfectly all right, and I've only had to stop the car once. And the traffic in the other direction is not exactly stuck either, although it was a few kilometers ago. But here's one of the problems. Here we have a 60 kilometer an hour speed limit, and there are places where it's even a 40 kilometer an hour speed limit. And this is on the main road, the E30 road, the one that goes between, well, say Moscow and Berlin. And it has this gap here, because even in Belarus there's a motorway, or maybe it's a dual carriageway, and in Russia I understand that, well, certainly we've got very wide roads, very good roads, so this is the problem. Well, this road here is much better, it's a nice surface, much better than it used to be, so although the traffic's much greater than it was as well. This is Wilkowo. Now I remember this place very clearly because there was a wonderful bar, a restaurant I should say, called Czym Chata Bogata, which is on the left hand side, and oh, it's really, that's a very nice place this, and I might just drop in there for a coffee for old time's sake. Now I've just gone past Świebodzin, one of the larger towns here. Now, of course, I do have to find somewhere. I have to find somewhere to have my tyres seen to. So I'd like to say once again what a brilliant place this is, Czym Chata Bogata in Wilkowo. I just stopped at the petrol station here, and I asked them about if there's a place to repair tyres. I did see a while back an advertisement for BP. It had a tyre sign on it, and they have confirmed to me that to go to this BP station, which is approximately 15 k's from here, and so I'm going there now. I am really late, well and truly behind schedule. If it is 1,000 kilometers to Oelde, which probably isn't, it's probably more, but assuming that that is correct, that means I only have to do 50 kilometers an hour. The problem was, start off with a stop at my friend's place last night for a couple of hours, and then obviously I had to sleep, and now I've got this tyre problem. Even if the tyre problem gets fixed really quickly, I very much doubt now. Well, I don't know, I'm not saying very much doubt, maybe it is possible, let's see. I thought sort of last night I was thinking, well, maybe I can make it from, if I get to the border by 2 o'clock, it's now 11, so I've got 3 hours to get to the border and fix my tyres. Well, maybe I'll do it. Let's see. Oops. Oh, sorry, I should have let him out, sorry. Well, politeness dictated. No. No, maybe not. Oh dear, now I can see, this gives an indication of potential problems up ahead. A long queue of traffic. If I recall correctly, here the speed limit is 40 kilometers an hour, and it was 50. This is Mostki, which I think was the same name in Brücken in German. I think, I'm not entirely certain. This was part of the fortifications which were built in the 1920s and 1930s as defence against Poland by the Germans, and Second World War, it did hold up the Soviet advance for 3 days, despite the fact that Hitler had not allowed any work to be done on them until it was far too late. And this was seen to be the quickest way to Berlin, as I hope it will be today. Well, apart from the problems I've got to say this is a very pleasant drive. If I didn't have these problems, it would be wonderful. And I've met some really nice people. I met Sebastian in the petrol station, who was really nice, and I'll have to write to Pika and Oelde to thank them. I'd certainly write if I was going to complain at something, so it works both ways, and I have to do something for them for that. And oops, not on it. And again in the restaurant I've just been in now, they're just only had coffee, but extremely nice, as of course as I remembered from previously, and I hope they're going to be nice in this tyre place as well. I also hope they accept credit cards, because rather foolishly I was spending my cash unnecessarily. Now I found myself in a situation with next to no hard currency. Anyway, let's see. And you know, despite that, there's a lot of traffic, but I mean, this is a good speed, 90 kilometers an hour. I can't complain at that. So I've just had the tyres fixed on the car, and so I'm off again. And next problem I noticed, there's a problem with water. Though I've got the water is I'm losing water. Oh dear, I suppose I'm gonna have to fix that now myself. Anyway, so it cost me 30 zloty. The problem turned out to be not the hole I fell into last night, but I don't know what it's in English. The valve, I think it is. Was broken, and I was losing air through that, which is normally the first thing I check. But I was so convinced it was a small leak somewhere because of the hole that I didn't take it any further. So good, right? So that's now sorted, and I'm on my way. Now, the driver in the car in front didn't like the way I pulled out. I must admit, maybe I did leave it a bit late, and he was in the right. But you know, when you work for a company like Excellent in Iława, which makes clothes, you really don't want to start going around annoying other cars. Now, this is one of the problems. When you put your name on the car, you really want to be certain that you've got a driver who is very polite. And I accept the fact that I was in the wrong, that he possibly did have to brake, though only very possibly. But then again, to sort of use his horn several times on me in anger is not the thing to do. So I'd like to say, for the owners of the company Excellent, who produce clothes in Iława, ulica Słoneczna 14A, the person who's driving number NIL 17X on the 23rd of April at 20 to 12 ought to be taught, if you're going to do like that, then drive somebody else's car. As I get closer to the border at noon, I see there is a lot more traffic than I would have expected. Now, we're 32 kilometers from the German border, and the traffic's piling up somewhat. And on the left, there's one of my preferred petrol stations, but not at that price.